Brett Favre decided not to join the Vikings, and we wondered how that decision sat with the Vikings themselves. We welcome in Vikings Pro Bowl defensive lineman Jared Allen. And we know, Jared, that you're happy this is over. But you had to have been in favor of it. The guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback, right?
Well, I mean, absolutely. And I've said the whole time, you can get a player of that caliber at any position, you go for it.
We keep hearing all these back and forth things about what the players think. And I know you guys are scattered to the wind in the summer across the country. But when you texted and talked to people, what were they saying? What were your teammates saying, Jared, about what they thought about having Brett Favre?
I mean, I think the consensus was exactly that. It's like, a lot of us are all fans of football too. So, a lot of us are fans of Brett Favre. And it's like, wow, you get a chance to get, I've always made the reference, if Lawrence Taylor wants to come out of retirement, I will welcome him with open arms. I'm still going to fight for my starting job, but we'll see. But, I think the consensus is the same. It's if he would have come, he would have decided to play, that would have been great. But we don't feel like, it was a make it or break it situation for us. We have two quarterbacks that are going to battle out for the starting job, and we have one quarterback, with Travaris that we've already won with and been to the playoffs with, and we need to continue that.
Well, let me put you in the mind of a quarterback. Most of the time, you're trying to tear a quarterback's head off, but let's put you in the mind of a quarterback. If you're out there as the Vikings' number one or number two quarterback, and you read every day that the Vikings want to bring in another guy, how do you then lead your team with confidence?
Well, I think at first you got to realize the situation and the player of who it was. It wasn't that they were just bringing in any guy. I mean, let's be honest, it was Brett Favre, a future Hall of Famer. He holds, umpteen passing records. Second of all, it's competition. And the reason we play in the greatest, sports league that there is because of the competition that we provide. And every year someone's coming in to take our job. Every year teams draft players to take our job. And so, I'd say quit reading the paper. And B, use that as motivation to get yourself ready to have the best season that you can have. And any naysayers that are out there, shut them up. And then at the end of the day, we're all professionals and we get paid to go on that field and play to the best of our ability and win games for our club.
Do you think that the people in the offensive huddle, looking at the quarterback, whoever he may be, can and will have total confidence in him this year?
I think so, and I think that's why I'm glad this thing's over during camp. And I think Coach Childress and the Vikings and the organization did a good job of not letting this drag on into camp. And now we go to training camp, we get all the hoopla behind us yesterday and today, and now we focus on the 2009 Vikings and we go forward. You have the quarterback competition. The best player is going to win out. The player that the coaches feel can best lead our team to our goals. And, that's the most important thing. You have to realize the caliber of team we have. And, I think everybody on our team realizes that, how good we are and how close we were last year and how close. And, we got to capitalize that. We don't have time for excuses. We got to win games. We got to win championships.
Jared, speaking of dragging this out, I don't know if you've heard the latest, but Brett Favre is now not ruled out November 1 for a return date now, coming out of retirement. November 1 just happens to be your game at Green Bay. Ha, ha, ha. Start of a bye week. You know how this plays out. Are we going to be doing this whole dance over again in late October, waiting for Brett to come out of his house and come back to football?
Absolutely not. I hope not, at least. And I have all the faith in our organization that they wouldn't put our team in that situation. I wouldn't be, accepting of that at all. It's either now or never. Either come back, and join. He wants to stay retired, and I have all the respect in the world for Brett. And but once we get into training camp, those are the people I want to do battle with. Those are the people I want to go out there with. And as soon as I step foot on that field, on Friday and tomorrow when I get up to camp and stuff, to me the conversation's over. I'm only going to answer questions about the 2009 Vikings and our goals and where we're planning on going.
Thank you for joining us,
Thanks,
Jared.
Jared.
Nice hair, nice beard.
Appreciate
We like that.
it.
My pleasure, guys. You got to have a camp beard, right?